right, there you go.
Good evening. It's Tuesday. Wait, is it Tuesday? Wait. Oh, it's Tuesday. Listen, it's the day after tax day.
Oh wow!
And
You know what? I forgot all about that.
and we survived.
I forgot all about that.
Yes, it's the day after tax day. Did you survive? We survived. I am so glad that that is over until next year. I'm not one of those ones that get so excited about tax day, but you know what? God is good.
Yep.
Still in the midst.
Yep.
He's good. How about that? So I hope that you have
Hallelujah. Submitted mine Sunday, LaWanda said.
Look, we hit the button literally
last night.
Okay. Literally last night, right? We
What
one
time
of those
was
people. We one of those type people. So, but hey, like I said, God is still good.
Oh yeah.
He's still good. Anyway, it's Tuesday night. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. And we are Key Players. For those of you who don't know us, I am Keisha, and this is my husband, Savalis. He's trying to tell me to slow down, but
yes.
you know, I'm just getting to the what she say. No, I'm usually
Last day.
Yeah, last day.
Yeah.
Last
wow.
day.
Hey, at least you ain't late.
Right, last day. Well, anyway, like I was saying, we are Key Players. Sorry. I am Keisha, and this is my husband, Savalis. And Savalis, tell them a little bit about us.
So we are marriage enthusiasts, your marriage mentors. We are everything marriage, as my wife says, soon to be marriage coaches, relationship coaches. We don't know everything, but we do know a little bit. And we just like to come on every other Tuesday and come up with different topics that are not only encouraging, but somewhat entertaining also, because you never know what your listeners may be going through, because we don't, so
Absolutely.
hopefully, the topics that we come up with or post is something that is relatable to you or somebody, and it may can help you in your relationship or your marriage. We never know, because we don't know who's always everybody that comes on live. Then you got people that watch the replay. So we never know. So we just are grateful for you all that do come on. If you're on now, please share and like the post. We on YouTube, we on Instagram, and we are on Facebook. So that is who we are. Married, coming up on 17 years this July 14th. We'll make 17 years married, 21 together. And it don't seem like it.
Nope.
It seems, don't it?
Absolutely.
I guess that's a good thing. That that you don't really feel the years, because that's a long time, especially in these days.
Yes. But people can't even stay together for 10 days.
People can't even stay together for 10 days.
Right,
so,
but I digress. So that's
but to be headed into 17 years, we are grateful. And just looking forward to the next 17 years and what's gonna come.
Yeah, what you got on? It smells good. Every time you move, I smell it.
Oh, really? I have on.
Let me see.
I have on.
That smells good. I like that.
I forgot the name of it. What
is it? Myself?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Myself by Yves Saint Laurent.
Oh yeah, baby. Let me tell y'all that Myself is the truth. I didn't even know that was Myself though.
You the one that got me wearing.
I mean, I know, but
yeah, it smells different.
A little bit, but it smells so just got out the shower. Good. It smells so good. So, ladies, that's it, honey. Let me tell you that Myself.
And it's spelled MYSLF by Yves Saint Laurent.
Yes, and they sell it at Ulta,
Sephora,
yeah,
Macy's,
and it smells so good.
It has a good smell.
Yeah, every time you move, I smell that. Anyway, so we got it smells very good. So we're gonna tell you about a little bit about our upcoming events. With the Unlock Marriage Retreat. Woo! We are so excited about that. We are looking forward to the couples who have decided to invest into their marriage. We're gonna have a great time.
Yep.
It's gonna be from October the 11th through 13th.
Mhm.
That's a Friday through check in Friday, check out Sunday.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna have a great time, and we are accepting 7 couples. We have 3 spaces that are left.
Yep.
So we have 4 couples already that we're excited about, connecting and reconnecting and rekindling that spark. So we're
Mhm.
excited about that. So if you know anybody, please share, please tell them about it. They can visit our website at www.keyplayers/retreat. .com
Yeah.
/retreat.
Yes.
Right. So
Yes.
if you for more information. So
Okay.
we're excited about it. Hey Zai,
Yes,
how are you?
We are still in the planning stages, but we ready.
Still in the planning stages.
Yep. But we
Listen,
ready.
one thing down, them taxes, baby. Them taxes are down.
Taxes out of the way.
Yes, taxes check. Taxes down.
What's after that?
And then my events,
Yep.
check. And then
Just in case y'all forgot.
Just in case you
Just in
forgot.
case y'all forgot.
My early childhood
case y'all
event near
forgot.
and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
The drop in. So if you know anybody who, I think we have like 4 more spaces left. 4 more spaces left. If you know anybody who's in the early childhood family, or you a parent maybe that has a favorite teacher they want to bless, or they want to sponsor, that would be awesome as an awesome gift, because after all, May is Teachers Appreciation Month.
God,
so that will be an awesome gift. We're gonna have a great time. I can't wait. Miss Mac is on here, and she's gonna be the MC. And if you know anything about Miss Mac, is the excitement. Me and her together is something different. Okay. So listen, we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be about us that day, self-care. Because we in this field we work really, really, really hard. Not saying that nobody else don't, but this is an extra hard. Okay.
Dealing with kids all day.
This is extra.
Whew,
you understand
God
what I'm saying? So it takes a special talent and gift and lots of
patience.
Thinking, patience, absolutely,
yes.
and lots of love. But anyway, so we're going to get into our topic for this evening.
Once again, share this live, like this live, share this live, like this live. If you're up here,
okay.
Okay.
Now we're going to get into our topic for this evening, and the topic is when your friends and family, or friends or family, don't like your spouse or care for your spouse. Let's just say that. Don't like or care for your spouse. That's the topic that came about because we have had this I've known some people like that, and me and Sabalas was having a conversation, and we've seen this and had this come up. So what do you do in that situation when your friends? We're gonna deal with the friends first, right, Sabalas?
Yeah, we're gonna
deal with the friends first. When your friends don't like your spouse. Now I'm gonna listen to his perspective on this.
Well, I think our perspective is similar, because that's one of the things that you probably don't account for in marriage. We talk about.
So they go ahead.
So we
talk. Let me put my glasses on.
Oh yeah,
first hold on.
We talk about bills, and we talk about parenting, and things like sex and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things that we don't account for is how our spouse will interact or not interact with our friends and family, because it's not guaranteed to always be a smooth ride, and that's something that that can affect your relationship or your marriage. I saw you pointing.
No, I was just reading what LaWanda was saying. I'll tell you in a minute. LaWanda said, so they ain't married to him, I am. That's what she said.
That's true. But what if it's a situation where it's causing a problem, where they're pouring poison into one individual? Even though you're the one that's married to him, sooner or later, who knows what that poison may. Go ahead, you about to say something?
No, go ahead. Okay. Go
ahead. They may catch you on a day where y'all not doing well. It's easy when y'all on cloud 9, when your marriage is going straight and you're happy and the money is good and the bills are paid. You can easily deflect what they say. But what if they catch you during your rough season?
But I feel like that the spouse has to shut that down.
I agree.
Right.
We agree. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the spouse has to shut that down from the beginning.
Right.
So, like, I might talk about you, but you can't talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friend can't.
Right.
I might say something about you.
Now, this is me personally. I couldn't be friends with someone who had an issue with my wife. That's just me. I couldn't. I don't know how we could still kick it, if you had an issue with my wife,
Okay, so Savalas is saying that, but then we had a conversation earlier today, and I was like, okay, you saying it because, for the most,
we're talking about our marriage.
We're talking about our marriage, right? That's what I'm saying. For the most part, we have a great marriage. I'm not saying that to flex or do anything like that. We generally have a great marriage for the most part, but I've seen or I've experienced this myself when your marriage is not so good, like when you have a horrible marriage and you have a friend, and like, for example, I can just use myself for an example, right? So, when I was married previously, and I hate to keep harping on that, but this is how to share the story. And I had a friend, she was ride or die. Let me tell you, she was ride or die. And all my other friends had kind of fallen by the wayside because they couldn't really deal with that person that I was married to, right? Even, I know he wasn't that great. Sorry, I know he wasn't that great. But what I'm saying is, she told me, she said, I don't like him.
Right.
But I'm gonna stay with you. Right. And she was the only one that stuck by my side, right? Long lasting friend, right?
So
stuck
wait a
by
minute.
my side.
So you saying you had friends that leave you because of him?
Yeah, because they didn't like him.
Oh, okay.
I knew, I really didn't like him. I'm just saying,
right. I'm with you.
I was looking at life through rose-colored glasses. I'm with lack of better words.
Right.
I couldn't see. My nose was told wide open.
Right.
As they would say, right? So she would tell me, and she told him, like, I don't like you. I don't like you. Mm-hmm. But she stood by me, right? Mm-hmm. So in that situation, what do you?
But she didn't like him based off the way he treated you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I put that out there. Now, for instance, say like my wife said that we have a great marriage. What if I had a friend that didn't like Keisha, and say I still kept that friendship? What does that say to Keisha? What does that say to my wife, my spouse? These people don't like you. I'm still gonna kick it with them. I'm still gonna hang with them. I'm gonna still be there for them. What does that say to her?
And I know they don't like her.
And she know they don't like her.
Right. And we have had conversations.
It's no secrets.
Right. No secrets.
What does that say to your spouse? That you would still have a relationship with someone who doesn't care for them. Me personally, I just don't.
And we talking about friends now. We ain't got to
the family yet. Yeah. I don't see how you could still keep that relationship going. I just don't see it. Maybe someone can harp in and maybe they had that experience. How do you maneuver that? How do you navigate that? How do you keep a strong marriage and a bond with your spouse when you are still in a relationship with people who don't care for them? I don't know how you do that, because it sends a message that their relationship is more important than how you feel, to me. I could be wrong. So I would, like LaWan, I would have to shut that down immediately. It would be over. The friendship would be over. My wife, because really, to get, maybe not trying to get too deep, but according to the word, once we got married, the two became one. So if you don't like her, you really don't like me. So, if we won,
right.
If you going by if you are in a biblical Christian marriage, the two shall become one. I can't think of the Bible verse right now. It's on. I think I know, but I don't want to be wrong. So if you don't like her, you don't like me, and vice versa. So why even keep the relationship?
Hey, Brina, how are you?
I just don't see how you could do that.
Right. I don't even know why we can't see any comments right here, though.
They come up. I think it's delayed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're talking about friends. Friends, when your friends don't like your spouse. Right.
And you still remain friends with those friends.
Or they come at you in a disrespectful way talking about your spouse.
Right.
Right. Because it's one thing not to like them and the friend don't say nothing, they respectful. But then when they come to you talking disrespectful about your spouse, that's another thing. I mean, I'm still saying both of them wrong, but I'm just saying now they have to go. Right, Amanda? You're absolutely correct.
That's right.
So, you know, you got to watch that too. And then also you have to watch, I'm sorry. Also, you got to be very careful of who you take advice from.
That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to be very careful. And then you got to be very careful of who you, because I know, you know, as women, sometimes we get upset or what have you, and we need to vent or
That's
whatever,
what I was about to say. Yeah.
Right? And so you got to be careful of who you venting to.
What
right?
you tell.
And what you tell.
What you tell. Yeah. Yes.
Because just because I love him don't mean everybody gonna love him.
That's right. And vice versa. You have to be careful what you let spill. Now, like when we was talking about this earlier, you do need someone to vent to, and women more so than men, I think, because I have been around my boys and can be mad or not, you know, and on the best of terms with Keisha. They would never know it because we don't talk about that.
Y'all do gossip though.
No, we don't gossip.
Oh
no,
gosh, whatever.
No,
okay.
We don't.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't.
Right.
Y'all do.
Don't tell everybody your business.
You can't. You
Absolutely.
can't tell everybody your business. You have to be selective. Now there are some people you tell everything to.
Yeah, but them the trusted ride or die.
The ride or dies.
They true ride or dies, and they have your best interest at heart, right?
Right.
And so they know the boundaries. They know when to listen.
Right.
And then only if you ask for a little advice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And like
they come from the purest of the heart.
Right. And we was talking earlier. You said you need the friends that'll say, "Yeah, your spouse is wrong," and the same friend that would say, "No, Keisha, you're wrong for that."
Exactly.
You need that type of friend. That's really true friendship who will call you out on your mess.
Not be like, girl, you know, agreeing with everything you say when they know that you're in the wrong.
Right. Because most of your friends, or most of our friends are like couples. You know? So we friends with them. So, you know.
Right, exactly. And LaWanda said, and they know not to throw it back up in your face later.
Some of them. Yeah,
Absolutely.
the right ones know not to bring it back up. Yeah. It's a tricky thing because, you know, like Keisha was saying earlier too, you'll say, okay, don't tell your business, but then you need to vent, but you and your spouse not talking. So who do you talk to?
Yeah, I said that to him.
Yeah.
I said, like, okay, because everybody always say, you know, y'all should talk and everything like that. But let's be real. Like, if you're upset with each other, more than likely, you ain't talking around that house. You should.
Right. You should,
right? But you're not. Right. You can go, you know, maybe a couple hours. You shouldn't let it go for days and days.
Right.
But you know, let's be real.
Right.
Right. So, you know, you're going to pick up that phone or whatever and talk to somebody.
Right. But not everybody.
Not everybody. No, I'm talking about that trusted.
Right.
Tried and true. That's what I'm talking about.
Because we know people that just, over the years, I'm quite sure you have, they just tell everything going on in their marriage. They tell it.
Put it on social media.
Put it on social media, which I don't get. That's just an order.
And then the person like me, I would be like, scrolling and clicking and scrolling.
It's called being nosy.
It's a pop going, scrolling and clicking.
LaWanda said she's the one who wants to talk immediately. See, what if it's still warm? You know, what if the whatever caused the issue is still simmering and it's still hot? Don't you want to cool off? Because when you're mad, you have a tendency to say stuff that you wouldn't say when you had a moment. You know what I mean?
I want to talk to LaWanda. I want to talk to. Yeah, I wanted to get it out. Let's talk about this. Let's, you know, because it'll grow, you know, then at that point you'd be like, okay, now I don't even know what I did. So I like to go and get it out too. I'm with you, LaWanda. Nope, because I don't get mad. Well,
but
that is true. That's true.
That's true. That's true.
Well, maybe once. Have I?
I've never seen LaWanda mad in my life. And all of the going on 17 years that I've known, I've never seen her mad. Not once.
I can't even remember. I don't think I have.
Never.
Or maybe she was telling me a story and I don't know, but I've never.
But she said, mad. See, that's a knowledgeable wife. She said, I know he needs his time because everybody's different.
And my sister said, I want to talk immediately as well. So that must be a us.
Yeah, y'all just like to talk. Yeah.
That must be an us thing.
Yeah. I don't know. You got to know your spouse. You know, sometimes they may need to cool off a little bit before you talk.
And I wrote in here too. I wrote on my page. It's a matter of respect. If you don't respect your spouse, your friends are not.
Absolutely.
Your friends will not respect your spouse if you do not respect your spouse.
And to throw, because I be hot.
Yeah. They get so comfortable, right? So they gonna talk about your spouse just like you
I'm gonna
talk
throw
about.
what if, and that could go for your children too.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna use
Oh
our
yes.
situation because it was a step parent, for lack, even though we don't use that term anymore, but to make sense, there's certain way that we had that I'm gonna say she had to deal with me, in front of the kids to let them know that you have to be respectful of him too. You know what I mean? And sometimes that doesn't always take place when it's like a new parent coming in to deal with kids that may not be biologically theirs. You have to watch how you talk to your spouse in front of them. I think you should do whether the kids are biologically yours or
You should
not,
do that anyways.
because it teaches, respect.
Yeah, you should do that anyways.
Yeah, you should do that anyway. That's true. But I just thought about that when you was talking.
Yeah, because that could cause some problems down the road as well.
Absolutely.
As well. Okay, so we finished with the friends.
I guess we are. I'm just saying, I just don't know if somebody may can still be friends with someone who doesn't like their spouse. Tell me how you do it. Because I don't see how you could. I couldn't, I couldn't.
And then you got to watch them friends that just let you come. You got to watch their intentions, I should say.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
They want to know every time, or let you, girl, come on over here, or invite you over there, and come over here when you get mad. You gotta watch that.
Or you invite me, but not my spouse.
Right.
Now, it's a difference.
Oh yeah, to a function.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, it's a difference if it's like, because there have been times where Keisha be like, oh, I'm going on such and such time. I'm like, oh, she be like, it's a girl. I'm like, oh, it's a girl thing.
It's a girl thing.
It's a girl thing. So no, I don't want to go to that. Or one time you had a girl thing here, and I think I bounced. It was a prayer or something.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I would leave. That's different. But to call me up and be like, hey, man, we having a cookout, throwing something on the grill. You come on over. So what am I supposed to do with Keisha?
Right, exactly.
Or, you know what I mean? Or vice versa. It's maybe somebody knows how to do that. I don't know.
Or let it be my choice if I want to go or not, right? But you saying that they're not
including you. You're not included.
I got what you're saying. Yeah, you're not included. I got what you're saying.
Yeah, that's a no-no. That's just disrespectful.
All right, let's get to this family thing. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, so when your family don't like your spouse, have anybody on here? Well, no, maybe you not want to say that, but
some people don't care. I think we got some real ones out here who will say.
If you know have you ever known somebody that this is their family dynamic? What if the family? We talked about the friends. Right? So what if the family doesn't like the spouse?
Right. Now we said we would cut the friendship off. Do we do the same thing with family?
No, I don't know if you're gonna do the same thing with family. Family is a little different.
So how do you deal with it?
My thing with family is just as long as the respect is there.
Oh, man, I
yeah. My thing is the family. Listen,
they get cut off too. That's the way.
Well, to me, it depends. Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on if it's distant cousin or something.
Don't do distant cousin. Let's say family is distant cousin, right up the street cousin, is sisters.
I just
brothers.
think it's about. She said she never had to deal with that. That is wonderful.
Good.
I think it's about respect. As long as you respect each other, all of y'all respect each other. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in their face 24/7 or whatever.
Whoa.
You can keep your mama.
My mama almost.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh wow. But see, I don't have a problem with that, especially if I don't know the situation, Amanda.
Right.
But if your mother was being disrespectful, then why would I want her at my wedding?
That's what I said. You got to keep it all in perspective. You got to keep it respectable, right? She be hating.
Okay, mama.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's you two against the world. You have to have that mentality, and family has to. That include family too. If they don't like you and being disrespectful on top of that, now that's the key. The disrespect is probably what would determine how I deal with you when it comes to my spouse. Because she never been married jealous. Wow. Ooh, that's deep.
Real. Yeah, that's real.
Now, Amanda, did she tell you that, or because that's heavy?
But what I'm saying is you just have to be, you know, long as it's the respect that is there to me.
Right.
You don't always have to be around the family.
Right.
You know, you don't.
Her actions, okay.
Keep your distance.
Right.
Oh yeah, her actions.
It's the respect that would determine how I deal with you. You know, y'all ain't got to be buddy, but you got to respect her.
Yeah,
you got to
exactly.
respect him.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the respect level.
And now we're like, once again, like we said, we're basing this off our marriage because we have a great marriage. But what if it's...
Go ahead. Why you stop talking?
Oh, because what if it's a situation like you said before, like in your previous marriage? I'm quite sure you had some family that didn't like him.
Oh yeah. And well, I don't know. I think for the most part, most of his family like me. Most of his family like me. Yeah. Right. I was in the other position, but I had my reasons. My dad came from an officiated wedding. My dad came and I officiated my wedding, but his wife at the same time was not invited. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Well.
It is what it is.
It is what it's your wedding.
You can invite who you want to.
So
she still wanted to be married to my ex-husband. Oh, she still wanted her to be married to her ex-husband. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got you, Amanda. She still wanted me to be married to my ex-husband.
I did not like him, but I was respectful of my sister and her feelings. Now, for all you...
Oh, well, there you go.
That's Keisha's sister talking about her first marriage. Yeah. And that's the reoccurring thing here. Respect. You don't have to like them, but you do have to be respectful. Richie, haters can watch the wedding on Zoom.
Haters can watch the wedding on Zoom.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because that's your day. And you don't want anybody there ruining your day or being phony. It's a day of celebration and happiness. And, two people have decided to come together to start this new life together. Yep. The last thing they need is you and your bad energy. Which makes me think about our wedding. We had not a family. We had someone at our wedding that was just bad energy. And we was like, why did you come? I ain't gonna say no names. It wasn't a family member, y'all, on either side, but they clearly was agitated and did not want to be there. So we were like, why come? You should have stayed home.
Hey, Lexus.
And you was late.
Come on, Dad.
Don't get me started. But nevertheless, I had a flashback.
Yeah.
I'm looking at their face right now, but anyway.
Nevertheless, we are here. And like I said, you deal with those family. Well, you deal with that from a distance. How about that? And remain respectful.
Right.
You just know that you don't have to, go every time or do whatever to keep your distance. Right. So
now the only time that could be tricky is like, say, I have sisters, neither one of them are married yet. And if they had a guy that was harming them or beating on them, now my sister's just as tough as that, so they would probably be beating on him. But I'm just saying, when you throw that type of verbal and physical abuse, or when they come around and you being disrespectful,
well, of course you're not gonna like that.
That's different, because now it's gonna be hard for me to respect you when you've been disrespectful to my sister or my brother or whatever the case may be.
Right.
That's a little tricky.
So my sister was respectful. She said I was respectful.
She was respectful,
which I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm truly shocked.
Me too. But that's one of the sacrifices you make, when you love, because what it really is not about the person. It's about the love you have for your family. She knew he was no good, but she loved her sister. That makes sense.
Yeah, I know he was
It's about the love you have for your family, and that's I can't stand her, I can't stand him, but that's my sister, that's my brother, so I'm gonna be respectful.
So Zakia said, what if the sibling needs something from the husband, such as money or a favor, and has not respect for you and don't have respect for you? How do you handle that?
Ooh.
So she's saying that if
sibling that doesn't like
the husband's sibling
or spouse or wife,
right, wants to borrow money or
need a
favor or something, what do you do in that situation, right? And they don't have respect for the wife.
Good question. Now,
Go ahead.
I think that's where the husband or wife should jump in and just shut that down immediately. You shouldn't even be in a position where you got to decide whether you're going to belong the money or whether you're going to do the favor, whatever it is may be. If you don't like my wife, then don't like her money. If you don't like my wife, then don't like her car. If you don't like my wife, then don't like her advice, don't like her sugar, her salt, her bread, or whatever, her eggs, whatever.
LaWanda said you still got to run it by your spouse, and you do.
Right.
And you do.
You know, that's just me. If you don't like her, don't like nothing about her.
Because that's boundaries. Because that's gonna cause problems. That's what I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, don't use me. If you don't like me, fine.
But then you can't get mad if your spouse says like, well, no, we can't lend this money out right now, or we don't have time to do that. That's a good
point. Yes.
You can't walk around with an attitude with your spouse.
That's a good point. Right. You shouldn't. You don't even put your spouse in that position. You know, I just feel like certain things, you know, if it's coming from my family or a friend or one, I can shut that down before it even get to her. Hey, Miss Emma, I can shut that down before it shouldn't even get to her. Certain stuff shouldn't even get to your spouse. You can shut that down. You don't like me. You don't like my wife, but you want her to gas her van up. You want her to go to the ATM and give you some. No, the nerve of you.
Right, exactly.
In a way, that's a lack of respect too.
Because that's looking like, well, I ain't even gonna ask. I ain't even gonna ask her. I mean, ask him. Mm-hmm. Ask her. I'm gonna bypass her and go to him.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a good question.
Nobody ain't paying attention to her.
Yeah.
And then your spouse should catch that too, though.
That's right.
Right, your spouse should catch that.
But
and it's a no.
Right, because when you, whether we had the same bank account or not, when you ask her for something, you're asking me too.
Because it's all
and vice versa.
Roof. Right.
It's coming from one roof. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all about respect.
Yeah, like you can't pick up the phone and be like, Keisha, can I come live with y'all for 6 months? And then not go by me too.
Oh God, Lord.
Now,
y'all want World War III
I think most people know that ain't gonna happen. You know, by now. It would have to be some dire situation. You know. I think everybody kind of know by now. You know, now there are certain situations where that would be needed.
Lord, y'all want to see him? Oh Jesus! No.
Wait a minute. Time out. I've gotten better.
Look, well, can I borrow $500? Whatever, girl. Go ahead.
Let's say it together on 1, 2, 3.
No.
Now we joking because if she needed it.
Oh yeah. That's that one right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is funny.
We just being silly, but if you know, there are situations where family may need whatever, you know. Now, as long as that's not habitual, you know, as long as your hand ain't out every pay period, you know, we good, you know.
And I wrote down if it's very important for you to value your marriage, because when you value your marriage, other people will also
applaud that
your marriage. Right?
Amen.
Other people will do the same. People follow by you and
That's
how
true.
you react and how you act towards your spouse.
That is so.
They're
true.
watching whether you believe it or not.
That's right.
Right, and people know genuine and people know fake.
That's right. A lot of I think this is what you're saying. People treat your marriage the way you treat your marriage.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you're respectful, if you present a respectful, loving, structured, order-driven marriage, that's how people gonna deal with you. But if you all present, I do what I want to do, she do what she want to do, I go and come as I please, he go and come as he please. She ain't my mama, he ain't my daddy. That's how they gonna come at y'all. And then that's a way to divide you two. Going back to the questions IKEA posed. And for situations like you all must always appear as a united front against family, friends, children. You always have to appear as a team, united. And we preach that. We've been ever since we started doing this. That's one of the things that we preach.
Yeah.
You got to be a united front. That don't mean you always got to agree on what you're united on.
Because we don't always agree.
No, we don't. We do not. We're too different to always agree. We didn't even agree how to start this live tonight.
We showed it. Y'all should have seen it behind the scenes. Anyway.
Behind the scenes, we didn't. I want to say this. Keisha, no, blah, 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 blah. But y'all wouldn't know that until I just told you. Because we always, and it's not phony. That's why I'm telling you, because we being real.
Yeah.
We got to appear as a united front. That's what marriage is. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. So you can't. So the whole thing is, do not let friends or family
Mm-hmm.
come between what you have.
Mm-hmm. It
Right?
goes back to somebody saying boundaries. Your sister said that, boundaries.
Yeah, you have to set those boundaries.
There's just certain things in this and in your marriage that family and friends shouldn't be able to penetrate.
And you know what? Your family, your friends might get mad. Even your family, they may get
Yeah.
upset, right? So they can't play that against y'all, though.
Right.
You got to stand. You got to stand your ground.
Right. Because they have to. You have to give them an adjustment period from.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They've had you as brother, cousin, uncle,
Sister,
nephew, sister, daughter for a certain amount of
Mhm.
time. So that's the role that they've known you to be in the most. You know, so it has to be an adjustment period, but it has to happen. You know, I'll use us like the adjustment period should be over. We've been married 17 years. You shouldn't still be adjusting.
Exactly.
Family shouldn't still be adjusting after that long period of time. But when you first get married, it does take them some time to adjust to you and your new role.
Because especially if the spouse had been like providing, or anytime they could come and borrow money, or they could just come over to the house and chill and just drop by.
Right.
You know, so that they wondering, they looking at the spouse now like, well, why can't I've been doing this?
Right.
And you ain't gonna say nothing?
Right.
That's how they looking. Like, you're not gonna say nothing. We've been chilling over here. Or we've been, you know, you've been giving me money.
Right. Thank you for joining.
You know what I mean?
Sister got a board meeting. She said she gotta go too. Yeah.
So
because I tell a quick story. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I remember my mama telling me when she first got married, her oldest brother got arrested. So she had to check him because he kept coming by the house and thinking that she was gonna feed him every time he came, because he was used to her doing that. She was the oldest, you know, and she had to let him know, no. And he would come in and start fixing the plate, and my daddy hadn't even eaten yet. She had to check him like, hold on, no. My husband eats first. He eats first, and he eats how much he want to, you know, and that caused just slight friction, but it was him adjusting to her in her new role. She had just got married.
And he eventually understood.
And then he eventually understood, you know. So it's things like that, you know. You have to, you know, no, it's a different day now. My wife comes first, you know. Her feelings come first, you know, or my husband, you know. You have to get in the adjustment period, but it has to happen. And if they dragging their feet adjusting, then you speed it up for them.
Now we're talking about family.
We're talking about family.
I don't know how deep of an adjustment period you give friends.
Right. That's true.
Family is something different because, you know, y'all are connected.
Right.
And they're going to be your family.
Right.
But friends, you make that judgment call.
Right. Yeah, it's a little different when it's friends.
Because your friends should know to, respect and know their boundaries to respect the relationship.
That's right.
That's how I feel.
And luckily, we haven't had that issue.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
We've been, no, how can I say this? The people that didn't like me didn't like her either. And it was mutual. And we felt the same way about them. You know, now we don't hate anybody, but then there were times where this is not good for us to still have in our lives. And you do have, you know, I know people, it sounds so cliche, but some people are in your life for seasons. There are seasons.
And that's real.
That is real. There are some people that come into your life for seasons. They serve their purpose. You get what you are supposed to get from them. You give what you're supposed to give to them. And then
that's vice versa, though. We're in somebody's life for a season. We're all passing through this journey. Right. So we're in somebody's life. And we don't want to definitely overstay your season, because when you overstay your season, that's when the wrong things start to happen.
That's right. That's right.
Right. And I don't want to miss. No, I'm sorry.
No, go.
I don't want to miss any
no.
opportunities because I stayed in the season too long.
Right. Right. You miss your harvest.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to miss it.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave this world and leave no opportunities behind.
Right. And one of the ways you may know, I'm going to use friendship.
Hey, Kim.
One of the reasons you may know that it's that person or person's season is over in your life is when you get married and they don't like your spouse. That may be an indication of, my season with you is over. That could be a good indication that, okay, it's come to end. It's fall now. I had you summer, winter, and spring. It's time to move on. That may be an indication. Now, I don't know if that applies to family, It could.
It could.
You know, we still family.
But except in a situation like I said previously. Now that's different.
What you mean?
When I said my friend didn't like, well, my own sister said she didn't like.
Well,
but yeah, so if you are in a unfortunate,
but even he was in your life for a season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You kept him in your life longer than you really
did.
were supposed to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was. I don't think he was supposed to be in the season. I think he was. Well, I'm gonna take that back because a beautiful child came out of it. So I won't say that. I was gonna say he was supposed to be there just a weekend or a week.
It was a purpose.
But it was a purpose. Now after that, you chose to keep that season going on.
I said, and when you overstay your seasons,
right.
You miss things, right?
You do.
You miss things,
and I don't want to miss nothing that is supposed to come to me. Getting older, you see, we both got on glasses. I was looking at our lives from about 2 or 3 years ago. Neither one of us had on glasses.
Ooh, I had to put these things on.
Now there will be no life without glasses.
Absolutely.
Whatsoever.
And I need to give me some real ones. But nevertheless.
So anyway, you know, like we said earlier, don't let anybody come between this, you know, family or friend. You know, if you build it, even when y'all having some issues, y'all work it out. Don't let friends mess that up. Don't let family mess that up. You know?
Right. Because when you by yourself, who gonna be there with you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They going on to find them somebody else. You home eating ice cream out of the carton.
Lonely.
Lonely. That's all we saying. And we try our best. And I think we've done an excellent job. We got a pretty tight bond here where people know, you know, it's airtight.
Savalas Rogers would shut it down.
I will.
Down too, but yeah.
Now, let me say something. Now, I don't want people to take that the wrong way. This is kind of off topic.
We just different. And
that's what I was going to.
Yeah.
That's what Keisha needed from me. That's one of the things from me that she needed, the ability to shut things down, because Keisha will let stuff ride for a minute.
What I needed, really ugly when it.
And that's the thing.
Okay.
See, mine is not ugly because I do it just like that. I shut it down. Keisha will let it build. I seen Keisha let stuff build up, and when it come out, it is flavor ugly. I'm the opposite. I'll go ahead and, you know, shut it down. So that's one of the things that she needed from me. Now, one of the things I needed from her was to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more compassionate, and understanding.
Outgoing.
Oh, that's the first thing I should have said.
Yes.
I should have said that first. To be more outgoing. Absolutely.
Yes.
Outgoing. Absolutely. I should have said that first. So you get, you know, we kind of veering off topic, but, you know, that's one of the blessings of marriage when you're with the right person.
And that's the key.
That's the key. When you're with the right person, there will be, like, I view her as a mirror. You know, now that I'm getting older, I can admit some things. She kind of was like a mirror to me. Okay, look, that's some stuff about you that's good. That need to change. That needs some adjusting. You can keep that. And that's what she was for me and is for me. So every now and then when I feel like going off the deep end, I say, okay, I will keep handling this.
But that goes both ways.
That goes both ways. Right. Because she will shut it down and come to her money. Now, when it comes about her money, I have to calm her down. Don't play with the coins.
The coins.
Don't play with the coins.
So listen, we don't got way off subject.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So listen, when it comes to your friends, like we said, you know, you immediately shut it down. Especially if they don't know the boundaries and know how to respect your relationship.
That's right.
What you have. If they try to, you know, steer you the other way.
Talk against your spouse.
Talking against your spouse. Trying to get you, and this is a whole nother thing, trying to get you to be with somebody else, knowing that you married.
That's total disrespect.
Just disrespectful.
Total disrespect. Marriage is hard enough without having to deal with that.
Right.
You know, yeah, just totally disrespectful.
Or trying to get you to do something that devalues your spouse or your, you know, or your marriage in general. So,
that's good.
You know, you might want to cut them off. Let that go. Because at the end of the day, you got to think about, well, who's the most important?
That's right.
Is it your friend or is it the person that you said I do to?
Right.
The person that you made a commitment to.
Right. Who has your last name?
Absolutely. So
who do you sleep with?
Right. Every day.
Every day. Who you pay bills with? and
So you have to
save
think
with
about
it.
that.
Yeah, that's
Now,
good.
family, you can
Well,
round
I'm
family
stuck
up.
in between what Amanda said earlier, but cutting them off too. But that is family. You know what I'm saying? So you probably will have a little bit more grace with family. You know what I mean? You may have a
I
little
mean, I
bit,
think so.
as long as they don't cross the line. You can dislike, you can not care for, but when you become disrespectful, I'm with Amanda, I'll cut you off too. And that's just me. Everybody different. We're not telling you right or wrong. We're saying how we handle situations. And luckily, we haven't had to do that, thank God. And knock on wood, hopefully we won't.
And just be respectful. That's what I say. Just be respectful. You don't have to attend every event.
Right.
You don't have to go to everything.
Right.
I mean, unless you want to.
And go in the right spirit.
Right. And go in the right spirit.
Go in the right
spirit. You're
spirit.
not going to be in the right spirit. Stay
home.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
they don't like you no way.
So
stay home. Don't go.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But what is not okay is allowing either group, friend or family, to interfere with your marriage. That's not okay. You have to answer for that. Because remember, like she said earlier, you're being watched, and how you don't know who's watching your marriage and how you run and conduct your marriage. Somebody is watching that and may think what you're doing is right or wrong and the way to do it. If you're doing it the right way, awesome. If you're not, all you're doing is creating another bad marriage. Mm-hmm. You're cloning. Be a good clone. If somebody gonna clone our marriage, I hope it's in a good way. In a good way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So keep them and keep your listen. Like I said before, be very careful of who you go to tell your business. Okay. Sometimes it's just better to go to God. Go to God. I was about to say the same thing. Keep your mouth shut. Go to God. He ain't gonna tell nobody. Unless it's a trusted person that has been ride or die, tried and true. Right. That has your best interest at heart. But do you still have to kind of edit what you say to your ride or die? Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Because we as women, we gonna talk now. Now you said that, not me. I'm just saying. Yeah, you said that, not me. We gonna talk. Yeah. I mean, not to everybody, but to that trusted. That's the difference, right? That's the difference. That's the difference. Are there certain topics that are off limits to your friends? I would think so. Okay. Yeah. I'm just asking. Yeah. Yes. I just thought about something. Yeah. It is. Yeah. I would think so. Yeah. You don't want to tell everything. Yeah. I ain't gonna say what I'm thinking, but yeah. I ain't gonna say it. No. You don't want to tell everything. Right. So I hope you done. Yeah. Because we need to end, because I'm gonna say something that I shouldn't say. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. But anyway, thank you all for rocking with us tonight once again. Remember, don't let your friends and some of your family. Oh no, not some, all. And all of your family come between you and your spouse. That's right. Right? That's right. Y'all keep that united front. That's right. Anyway, thank you again. And let's repeat one more time. Unlock Marriage Retreat. That is October the 11th through 13th. We are super excited about that. We have 3 more spaces available. We're only taking 7 couples. And it's going to be very intimate. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's going to be fun. And it's going to be a lot of reconnecting and rekindling. We're very excited. Very excited. And in the plans and working on it and stuff like that. So, if you want to know more about it, please visit www.keyplayers.com/retreat is on our website. Mm-hmm. So we look forward. We hope that you can make it or share it with somebody. Yeah. I'm sorry. And there are payment plans, just as long as the full balance is paid by August the 15th. So. Right. And if you can't make it, share it with a couple that probably could use it, or that some that could use this, or they like going on retreat. Somebody cool, don't send anybody. We won't, because we gonna all be under one roof, and the vibe has to be right, which is going to be. I ain't even gonna speak that. It's going to be. We're gonna have a great time. But like I said, if you all can't make it, or if you don't want to go, and we're gonna have key moments, which is some strategizing sessions, right? Yes. So we're gonna have key moments, God, that will talk about relationship issues, because there's so many so many issues out here,
Yeah.
but it's not bad enough where you can't work through it. Some
Yeah.
of them are, but some of them aren't, for the
Yeah.
most part. And you'll see how other people, maybe you can get some insight from
Mhm.
another couple, and you'd be
Mhm.
like, dang, I didn't think about it that way, or I
Right.
didn't know that somebody else was going through this, or or maybe we can handle it this way, or you could teach somebody, and you know what I mean.
Right.
So but we're going to be pouring out things as well
Oh,
through
yeah.
our journey.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I can't one more time. One more
So my
time.
baby, my event, the drop-in. I think I have 4 more spaces left. If you know anybody that's in the early childhood field that you would like to bless, if you have a favorite child care teacher that you would like to bless, please do. Purchase the ticket on Eventbrite. This is a day of self-care. We're going to have a licensed therapist there and a early childhood guru in the building. So we're going to have fun. It's going to be exciting. We're doing a sip and paint. And we're going to be
Don't give it all away. Don't give it all away. Yeah.
And I have lots of prizes. I've had some good sponsors to come through. So I'm very appreciative of that. Right. I've had some great sponsors. I don't want to start naming because I don't want to forget anybody.
Right, exactly.
But I would announce them once again at the event.
Make a list. Yeah.
No, I'm going to put them in a book.
Okay.
And at the event. So I just I'm very grateful and thankful for that, that people have poured into my vision. So I'm very grateful and thankful for that. We have some great prizes. We're giving away, I'm just going to say
go ahead.
A couple of things. We're going to give away luggage, a 2-piece luggage set that was sponsored by WMV Travels. So you need to look her up on Facebook for real. WMV Travels. Yes, we've used them. We've used that travel company before. Excellent. And now don't start naming people. That's the thing, right? And Vanessa for all your Christian apparel.
Church is my club.
Church is my club. And LaDonna's business. Oh God, I forgot. See, that's why I didn't want to do that. But they're donating. She's donating some prizes as well. And
the Desktop Diva.
The Desktop Diva, right? So we're excited about that. And Cynthia is Auntie's place. Lord, I can't even think. I'm sorry, y'all. But my great friend Cynthia, who's also a child care owner, she's sponsored a whole session. So I'm
your brother.
Yes, my brother with his restaurant, his club, his lounge. They sponsor something as well. So I'm very excited about it. I know it's going to be it's going to be awesome. I'm giving away another luggage set, but it's going to be full of my favorite things. So I'm just excited about that. I'm ready for it. Dope. I'm planning, and we're and if you know anything about me, I like excellence. So we're going to have a good time.
Yep.
We're going to have a good time.
And thank you all once again. Like we said every time, if you have any topics that you may want discussed, but you don't want your name attached to it, you're more than welcome to inbox us on any of our social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
No, LaWanda.
The MC can't win. No, LaWanda. No, the MC can't win prizes. Yeah. Hit us up if it's something maybe you and your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend may be going through, and you all can't come to a resolve, and you want to hear input from others. Hit us up.
Right. Or you may not have to be going through an issue if you know a friend or something, or just a marriage question in general. Right, because it's something that comes up every day.
Right.
Like when you get maybe like, oh, I should have asked that, or I should have wrote that down, because I know I do that. So I'm like, I'm gonna put it to the people. Let's see what they say.
She put it to the people when she thinks she's right. She want to put it to the people when she thinks you're right.
So so hit us up. We look forward. Thank you for rocking with us once again, and we hope that you have the great rest of your week.
Yes.
All right. Good night, guys.